Mamema ni ayi opare ache wono eye kasama for the ma Economic Fighters League na anopemene no eni nkomo ni good morning that's saying
it's a boko
what's where erade de yenko ache utrinyo na efepa
thank you
I see at the Economic Fighters League we knew say na mo ye part of a Fix the Country Movement.
Yes sir.
The last demonstration na mo ye was on Farmers Day, right?
Yes.
Okay. Obuase. Okay. But the same and a press conference just to denounce more membership as part of the movement.
Okay. And speaking of my for now. Mr. Sir, me treat you papa. Yes. Okay. All right. And see, so share the Economic Fighters League, like you rightfully said. We've been very active in Ghanaian politics for a very long time before 2017. In fact, 2017 was a year we registered to become a proper organization.
Okay.
But before then, now you're very active in Ghanaian politics. And see, some of the campaigns we've gone on is what you rightfully said, say, you call Parliament for the Drop the Chamber campaign.
That is Ernesto Yeboah.
Ernesto Yeboah,
leader.
Yes, the leader. He's the CIC, Commander-in-Chief of the Economic Fighters League.
More friend Commander-in-Chief.
Yes, sir.
I see.
And see, you call Parliament because the parliamentarians say omope new Parliament House chamber, and it would have cost the taxpayers about $200 million. And I said that money could have done so many things for the youth because at that time, now who try to be brave or and to take all this money and build such a chamber, no, it doesn't really make sense. And just 3 of our members went into the Gallery of Parliament and shut down that campaign to build a new chamber. Just 3 of our members, CIC. Ernesto Yeboah, commander for the Education Command, that is Wusama Arimayao, and another commander for the Solidarity Command, that is Abeku Adams. And our work predates 2017, Fix the Country Movement. But in 2020, movements be out. There was a conversation on social media, on Twitter particularly. The youth of Ghana, the state of affairs in Ghana is nothing to write home about. And how are we going to make these things better? And the hashtag came out, Fix the Country, and that's where it moved. But not necessarily movement, away from the social media realm into the physical space, into the streets of Accra, and I mean Ghana for that matter. And at that moment, the Economic Fighters League, now we had the organizational structure to be able to move these things onto the ground. And since the message Fix the Country was in alliance or in consonance with our laid down objectives, we're fighting for the economic independence of our people. Yehun said this is a movement we can push directly on the ground. Into the Yehun gym, we made available our organization, our energy, our people, the human resource, everything was available for the movement to grow. But Yehun said, with the constant agitations and protests, it always goes to the benefit of the opposition party. Because if there's a current administration in power and you are demonstrating and protesting against certain things they are doing, then of course all the attention will be going to the opposition.
Why do you say so? Because I won't consider the general interest.
Now me back to this. Yes, so share your political system says a duopoly. It is between since the beginning of the Fourth Republic, especially. From 1992, women who said the only parties who have come in and out of government administration, MPP ni NDC. And these are the 2 main political parties that are running the system. And it's MPP or government, and then you are agitating or making demonstrations against MPP. Ideally or by default, it goes to the benefit of the opposition being the NDC. And
the NDC for
Debbie, so that is what I was coming to say. If we continue,
but that is the impression I will create this here.
No, so if you make put my point to you probably get what I'm saying. So share the way it has been structured. Say demonstration is it will go to the benefit of the opposition party. Until yet now saying who said no, we cannot continue doing this every time. Because we cannot be doing the dirty job for any opposition party. Until at this time, if we are bashing against MPP, NDC, unanimously decide and said they are cause of our problems we are experiencing today. Now, as I said, it's our responsibility and duty to the Ghanaian people to present a credible political alternative.
And the alternative in the Economic Fighters League.
That's what we have said. We have said so. Kind of press statement we brought out. Yes, say that decision on how to move forward will have to be a democratically arrived at decision or made decision. And see, we want to meet the National People's Assembly. That is, it's a constitution of all the youth in Ghana. preferably, and we can make the decision on how we proceed. Say, a political party, or if we are going to field independent candidates to push into contesting, that has to be decided with the constitution. I mean, with the that has to be decided with the majority of the Ghanaian.
Group. Okay,
the
but
Ghanaian youth.
Let's deal with this.
Yes.
Majority of Ghanaians na no musu sudada say amanyofo ne shemochi with the assertion and scenarios here. Woman no pay. It presupposes say mu ye adwuma NDC.
Not
because either than that, say we your demonstration. We a citizen.
Yes.
Constitution amount rights and freedom. So bet me a demonstration.
Very so.
Why go to the angle of the NDC?
And I am saying, so share the political system today is between MPP and NDC. And if you're making one party, say right now, so we say a NPP na more abaimo. And any demonstrations that will go against MPP will making the MPP administration unpopular. And by default, I'm saying
benefiting NDC.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so you say we are not working for. We are non-partisan. We are non-partisan political organization. And so to me, idea I cut to the benefit of the opposition party. We cannot do that.
But Fix the Country, yes, and your demonstrations in Kwa. And what is there again to show? And why have you exited the movement?
Yes.
Didn't you? Ubi disikabi jamwana.
Yes, sir. But so share the conversation we had was what is the way forward? Because after Accra demonstration, no, that's on the 4th of August. Ghanaians were asking for a third force. Almost say we cannot continue with MPP NDC. And see, with all the demonstrations, with Fix the Country, what is the way forward?
And to be the next force to reckon with.
Who said the last population census, population housing census,
yes.
It proves Ghanaians, the youth are majority of the Ghanaian population. Now, we are practicing a democracy, and it's the rule of the majority. How is it that the majority of the population is not represented in the constitution? Particularly, Constitution 9 say it has made provision for what we call the youth, that is from the age of 16 to 35. But our Constitution 9 say if you are not up to the age of 40, you cannot take up political office, which is a high office. And see, by those provisions alone, the majority of the people have been already excluded from the governance process. And this cannot be a democracy, because indeed, if democracy is the rule of the majority, why are we not having the youth being also represented in exactly?
Okay, me breno aso unfortunately, yes. But I would feel sir next time more you better me more time to discuss a lot of these issues just to see the way forward. And monisu adihuna
yes, we
and I don't pay me and that was it for your time.
Yes, we come.
Okay.